every single time you take an extra step forward in your business, it draws you closer to the top, right? So the moment you quit, you failed, okay? Make sure that you are trusting the process and keep showing up. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Fumibi here again with a new video. In today's video, as you can see, it's a sit down video, and I'm just here to share with you guys because for those who have been here for a long time, you know that I enjoy sharing, right? I love sharing with you all on here on my channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing everything you need to know about starting a business anywhere you are in Nigeria, in whatever country it is that you might be watching this video from. And why am I sharing, right? I started my business officially at the end of 2021, and so far it's been pretty exciting, and I feel like it's been nice to share with someone out here who might be feeling stuck or thinking or considering whether or not to go ahead and start that business. This is your push to go ahead and go get, whatever it is that you've been dreaming of for yourself. So if you're interested in knowing everything about starting a business in simple steps, please make sure you watch this video to the end. Also, if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please do well to subscribe, join the family. It'd be so nice to have you here. Now that I'm done saying all of that, let's get straight into today's video. Okay friends, so I'm just going to go straight into all the steps that you need to take in starting off that business. And the very first thing I'll be sharing with you is that you need to first of all decide what it is you want to do, right? A business is an enterprise, right? You need to be selling something, right? You need to be offering something to your clients, right? Your prospective clients. So the decision on what it is you want to do is all in your hands, right? Do you want to render a service? Do you want to start, making a product and selling to people? Is it a course you want to start? Do you want to start teaching people, how to do a certain thing? The decision on what it is you want to do is your, responsibility, right? So you need to do a lot of thinking. And most times when I see people that are, thinking of starting off a business, I always advise that you do something that you are genuinely passionate about, because owning a business, right, is not easy, and you need something to drive you, right, on days when you are so exhausted and you're just not in the mood, right? You need something that will be there to be like a driving force for you, right? And that is where that passion that I'm talking about comes from. On days when you genuinely don't feel like getting up to put the effort and putting the work into that business, your passion will be there to ginger you and basically push you to go ahead to start off or continue that business, and not to start it off, right? To continue and keep hustling. So you need to decide what it is that you want to do and make sure that it's something that you truly enjoy doing. The next thing I'll be sharing with you guys is that you need to get the necessary skills, right? So most times when you decide on starting off a business, it probably is something that you don't even know anything about. You probably don't even know anything about it. If you want to go into tech, for example, you want to start, going into technology, and since I'm saying tech now because it seems to be what is in vogue right now. If you want to start off tech, nobody said you can't start off tech, even if you didn't study it in school or you didn't, get a degree in it. All you need to do is decide to get the skills, right? And there are so many people out here that are willing to teach and just offer knowledge, right? So get the necessary skills, even if it's, let's forget about tech, if it's something, let me cite myself as an example, making headbands, and you want to start selling it, but you don't even know anything about it. Learn, okay? Learn from people that are already, doing it or offering that knowledge. And there are so many tools. There are so many nowadays. You see so many websites where they teach people how to basically learn so many different things, okay? So decide for yourself what you want to do, and then learn if you have to. And even if you already have knowledge, make sure that you are up to date with that knowledge. You don't want a situation where the knowledge that you have has become so redundant that let's talk about technology now. If you feel like you know a lot about it, if you're using the tech that was running in 2015 and what we're in 2022, you are not updating yourself and getting into the trend and knowing what is going on in the field that you are in, okay? So make sure that you're getting the necessary skill, and make sure that even as you're getting the necessary skill, your skill is not redundant, it's not old school, it's not archaic, it's up to date, and you're following the trend of whatever it is that is reigning in whatever sphere it is that you decide to go into. The next step that I'm going to share with you in starting off your business is to build an online community. And for myself, right, I know that being online, doing stuff online is not necessarily a lot of people's cup of tea, but for me, in 2022 and even in the nearest future, right, the future is on the internet. So if you are still stuck on saying, oh, I don't want to be on the internet, I don't want people to see me on the internet. Nowadays, you don't have to even be there. You don't have to show your face. There's so many faceless people, like no, let me say faceless people, right? Faceless pages and, you know, communities that people have grown where they don't necessarily share their face, but they have like people that are following them, following their journey and patronizing them. Somebody that I like to use as an example is this person on Instagram. Her name is Kiki Foodies, right? Till date, nobody knows what Kiki Foodies looks like. At least I don't know what Kiki Foodie looks like. And she gets engagements on her Instagram page, right? She has people, you know, that love her. I love her. A lot of people love her, follow her recipes and all of that. And it's the same thing with anything, really. Even if you want to be posting about things that are outside of, you know, making food or anything like that, whatever service it is that you're hoping to share, build an online community. And at the beginning, it might be small. Don't say, oh, because you have just 50 followers. If you keep putting in the work, you will not have 50 followers forever, or you will not have 50 subscribers forever. Where the work now comes in is how consistent are you, how determined are you, how willing to continually show up even in the face of discouragement. That is where the main work is, right? It's not just to start, but to stay consistent and keep, you know, maintaining a very high pace and determined pace at whatever it is that you're doing. So the point I'm making here is make sure that whatever it is that you're doing, whatever business you are trying to start, you have some kind of online presence, online platforms. So yeah, decide which, you know, platform you want to use. Do you want to use YouTube? Do you want to use Instagram? There's so many different platforms. I'm sure you guys know about it. But for me personally, in my own business, I use 3 major, you know, platforms to promote my business, and I love it. I enjoy it. It doesn't get me, you know, overly worked up or stressed. And I'm seeing results, right? And that's why that's part of the reasons why I'm sharing this video with you guys. For me, I use YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, those 3 platforms. I also do Pinterest occasionally, but I focus my energy on those 3 platforms. And if it's for you, if you don't mind doing more platforms, feel free to do that, right? I'm just sharing what is working for me. So the point I just made is build an online community. All right, guys, the next thing I'll be sharing with you in starting off your business is to get your business registered, okay? And I did that last year. I believe I shared that in one of my vlogs on here on the channel. Register that business, okay? I feel like registering your business is not because you just want to feel like, oh, you registered your business. There's a certain form of satisfaction or feeling that you get from knowing that this business that you're doing is registered. It makes you as an individual take the business more seriously, and you see it as your baby. At least for me personally, I found that ever since I registered my business as like my own business, right, for maybe Olawore Designs, I give my business so much. I don't joke with it, basically, and I feel like that's how it is for a lot of people. So get that business registered the moment you know what it is that you want to do, and then start, you know, building, okay? With being an entrepreneur, or, you know, even if you have a 9-to-5 and you're just trying to start up your business as a side also, it's not going to be easy, right? But yeah, it all depends on how much passion you have. And I feel like the moment you go ahead to register your business, that will make you take the business more seriously, and it will also make your clients, right, your prospective clients, take you more seriously, right? You don't want a situation where you are, you know, calling yourself a designer and there's no structure. Registering your business gives the business more structure, and it just helps you know that, you know, you're not just calling yourself something when you've not like registered it, right? So register the business. It will make you more devoted and more serious about the business. And, you know, doing that out here in Nigeria, all you need to do is to go to the Corporate Affairs Commission website and get it done, or you go to their office and, you know, have someone do it. For me, I use an agent. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to go, but I got it done basically. So go on Google, find out wherever it is, like how businesses get registered in your location, in your country, right? And then just go ahead and do it and just register that business and get it going, right? The next thing I'm going to advise you to do while creating your business is to open a corporate account, okay? Open a business bank account, okay? Because you plan to get paid, right, while doing that business, right? And, you know, open a business account and then make sure that you are not eating the profit that you make from your business, because that's one thing I was guilty of it, right? Like the money I made from, you know, rendering services to people, I just found that something will just come up and then I'll have to spend the money, right? But the moment you open an account and you're disciplined, right? Discipline is also very important in this bit. Make sure that whatever money you're making from your business, you're putting it back into the business. If you decide that, okay, you want to pay yourself a certain amount of money as your salary, make sure that you're not being outrageous, okay? So for example, what am I saying? If you're making, say, 5,000 naira as your profit on a particular service that you rendered, and you decide that you want to, that profit of 5,000 naira, you want to pay yourself that 5,000 naira, it's not, you know, it's not realistic. So make sure that out of every profit you make, you pay yourself if that's what you want to do, and then make sure that there's something that you're putting back into the business. And I'm not going to be the one, I'm not a financial advisor. If you feel like you have a weakness when it comes to spending money and all of that, there are so many different people that render services where they kind of advise you and give you the best practices for, you know, staying disciplined when it comes to your money. So I would suggest that you do your research and, you know, learn from those people and kind of put structure into your business. So yeah, that the point I just made is open a business account for your business. Okay, open a corporate account for your business. And that as well, when I did that for my business, I had to do a lot of research, Googling. I went into a bank and then asked questions. Okay, so don't be afraid to ask questions. Ask your financial service providers and then get it going, basically. All right, guys, so the next thing I'm going to say on this topic of, you know, opening a business and starting it off is publicize your business. Okay, publicize your business. Let people know what you're doing. Okay, if you're starting a business, you are doing it in the hope of getting prospective clients, right? So you don't want to own a business where nobody knows what you're doing. If people don't know what you're doing, you're not going to get clients, right? So make sure that you're your own number one public relations person. You are telling people about your business, the service you're rendering, and, you know, make sure that you have your race cards with you. Let people know that, okay, for this so and so service that I'm rendering, this is how much I charge for it, right? Don't be afraid to call what you're worth, right? Know what you're worth and charge people for it. Okay, people will be happy to pay as long as you're rendering, you know, quality service. So advertise yourself, and that's why I always advise people to have an online presence. I found that in the where the world is right now, nobody is carrying business card left and right. If you want to carry business card, feel free to do that. But most times when you meet people these days and you tell them, oh, I do so and so, they'll ask you, what's your name on Instagram? What's your name on TikTok? Are you on YouTube? Are you on this? Are you on Twitter? Are you on that? They want to see what it is that you've done so far. So make sure that you have your online presence and you're advertising it. Okay, even on your pages, right? Make sure that you're posting. If you make something for your clients, if you render a particular service, ask your clients for feedback and post on your page and let people know that you're not just calling yourself a businesswoman or a businessman with mouth and not, you know, you don't have receipts to show that, you know your onions and you know what you're doing. So make sure that you're advertising and, you know, letting people know, basically. Advertise yourself. That's the summary of everything that I just said. The next point I'm going to be sharing with you guys is to start small and scale up. Okay, I know that nowadays most people, especially in this generation that I'm part of, a lot of us are in a hurry to be successful. We want to get there quick, and a lot of times that's where people make mistakes, where they don't want to start small at all. Everybody wants to start large. And for me, at least from the little that I know about a lot of successful people these days, a lot of them started small. Okay, so don't be afraid to start small. Oh, I want to start, you know, a business. I want to start a tech firm, for example, but then you want to quickly go and rent apartments or rent an office space in Lekki where your rent is probably through the roof. Chances are, if you don't have enough capital, if you probably don't have a lot of money saved to fund that business, it will crumble in the early stages, right? So make sure that you are not afraid to start small and then start to scale up from there. When I'm telling you to start small, I don't mean you should start small and remain small, right? Start to scale up from there. Start small. Oh, you want to, for example, let me use myself as an example now. A lot of people always ask when they see me post stuff on TikTok, on Instagram, they ask me, where's my shop? I don't have a shop. I film and make everything that I make for people from the comfort of my home, because I know that my business is not making so much money where I can afford to pay rent right now. So start small. I want to, what can I even use as an example? I want to start my own law firm, for example. And you know that it's something that you're starting from scratch. You don't have to go and rent an office space. You have an apartment. Start, you know, rendering that service from your apartment. Start getting clients from your apartment, right? And then start to scale up from there. So the point I'm making here is, don't want to just start big. There's nothing wrong with starting big. Don't get me wrong. If you have someone that is offering to, you know, rent you an office space and pay you through, which more often than not, that is not common, right? Nobody's going to come and drop money on your laps without expecting, you know, returns. So if you know that you are planning to start a sustainable business, right, make sure that you start small and then start to scale up from there. Don't be afraid to start small. Do not despise days of humble beginnings. That's something I share a lot on here on the channel. So yeah, do that and I'm sure that everything will be fine. Your business is going to do great. And yeah, the sky is the beginning point for every single one of us. Trust the process, okay? I know there are days when it will feel as if, oh my God, am I even sure I know what I'm doing? Am I sure I will not quit this business that I'm doing and then just, you know, find something else doing? Trust the process, okay? it will be fine, it will be great. You know, whenever I get to this point, sometimes when I feel like, oh my God, this thing that I'm doing, I'm not seeing, I don't know, it's looking like the future is kind of blurry. The future is not looking as clear as I would love it to be. I always love listening to podcasts, and I like inspiring stuff. I like people that talk about their journey, people that are already there, or at least they are way ahead of me. I like when I listen to people talk about their journey, and it just gives me the motivation to know that it's coming, okay? That's big place, that's big dream that I have been dreaming of is coming. I just need to trust the process, and you know, with patience and perseverance, I'm going to get everything that I'm looking for. And I advise you do the same as well. On days when you seem as you know, the doubt starts to creep in and you're like, oh my God, am I sure I'm not going to stop? You need to trust the process, okay? Trust the process. You are always, like, every single time you take an extra step forward in your business, it draws you closer to the top, right? So the moment you quit, you failed, okay? I always tell people, as long as you've not quit, as long as you've not stopped, you know, going towards whatever it is that you're trying to get, you've not failed, right? So it's when you quit that, you know, you failed. So make sure that you are trusting the process and keep showing up every single time, okay? And I'm not saying, when I say keep showing up every single time, I don't mean you shouldn't take breaks. On days when you know that you genuinely, truly need a break, take a break, but make sure that that break is not too long. You're still, you know, pushing. And the final thing that I'm going to share with you guys is to continue learning while at it, okay? While you are doing your business, doing everything, make sure that you're staying up to date, okay? You don't get to a point where you feel so comfortable, like, oh my God, I have this number of clients and my business is doing great, so there's no point learning. Make sure that you are up to date. Whatever field it is that you choose to go into, make sure that you're up to date and you're not stale, basically. You are on track and knowing what's going on in that space. I sincerely hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. That's the end. That's everything I have to share with you in this particular video. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you have any questions for me, especially if you are located in Nigeria or anywhere really, if you have any question on things that you would like me to share with you or things that you would just like to know about me and my business, please drop it in the comment section. I would be more than happy to reply you guys and answer your questions. Also, this is me shouting out my business, okay? I make headbands and hair accessories, fascinators, and all of that for people. So if you'd love to, you know, place your orders for maybe your bridesmaids, your friends, for yourself, for that party or whatever it is, please feel free to send me a message on here. Drop a comment in the comment section and I'll reach out to you, or you can also send me a direct message on Instagram, or you can just send me an email. My email is always in the description box, and yeah, it will be my pleasure to design something for you and just render my service to you. So yeah, please do that. Also, if you enjoyed watching this video, if you got motivated, if you learned something, if you just enjoyed the vibe in this video, please be sure to give this video a big fat thumbs up. Also, if you're still watching me and you're yet to subscribe, it's absolutely free. Please do well to join the family. And another thing is, if you like to connect with people that you meet on here on YouTube, if you like, you know, knowing more about people that you watch on here on YouTube, it would be really nice to connect with you as well on Instagram. My Instagram page is always on the top left corner of every video that I post on here. So please do well to follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to grow my audience over there as well, and I would love to meet you as well. So do well to follow me on there and let's get friendly with each other. All right, guys, thank you so much again for watching this video, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.